Hi. Hello.
Yes, hello.
What is it that you're doing that is taking much of your time like that?
Not a big deal actually. I'm just trying to figure out something here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for the interruption.
It's okay.
If I may ask, why do land appreciate while other assets like machines or cars depreciate over time?
True. That is very true. Actually, land is one of the most undervalued assets. Okay. And to better explain this to you, I want to refer you to the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 15. Can you find out? Yeah?
Genesis 2:15.
Yes.
And the Lord God took the man, put into the Garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it.
Now, what does that tell you? The man that is being referred there is Adam. Now, it means that the first man was given land for free by God. Are we together? And the main reason is that Adam could not afford that land. So, he was just given that land freely by God. Now, this is still a problem to date. It is very difficult for valuers or for someone to value land accurately because we don't know the actual cost of producing or creating land. Why? Because land was created by God. Do you understand? So something that you don't know the cost of production, you can't really assign it accurate value. That's why people tend to give land different values based on what? From time to time, based on their how they perceive the value of the land and on various circumstances. I want to maybe explain further by taking you or taking a scenario of a manufacturing company. Now, manufacturers usually, for them to arrive at the price per unit for which they are going to sell the product that they have manufactured, they take into account the cost of production. And to maybe further break it down, cost of production include, or for you to ascertain the cost of production, this is the process. You account for the cost of raw material used in the production. You add on top the cost of direct labor, that is the wages for those people who are involved in operating the machine. We can also call them plant operators. Then you add on to it the cost of direct expenses. For example, the machines that are running, they use power. So the salary, not salary, but the charges or the electricity expenses, those fall electricity expenses that are used directly in operating those machines or the plants, they fall under direct expenses. After adding all those, you arrive at prime cost per unit. Then on top of prime cost per unit, you add the what we call overhead cost or indirect expenses, which include, for example, you can say administrative expenses, salaries for administrators. You understand? Also, you can talk about the office lighting expenses. Do you understand? Then from there we get to the cost of production. Then for us to find price, we have to add on profit margin, because that is the reason why we do business. You have to add on profit margin. After adding profit margin, you add to also give government something, tax. You also add output VAT. Okay. Then of course, for accountants, they understand. After that, you will claim input VAT. Now, After that, you will arrive at a price for which you will dispose or you will sell the product. Now, when you come to land, we don't manufacture land. That is one reason. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Another reason is that when land was created, it was created once, and we don't have the ability to create more land. Are we together?
Yeah.
So it means that land is fixed. When something is fixed and demand increases, it makes that thing more valuable because people will be scrambling for the little available resource. Now, for me, I usually refer to demand as desperacy, and I refer to supply as the availability. So for the supply, which is the availability of land, you see it's already fixed. We can't add any more. We can't create land. The desperate level, which is the demand for land, is increasing. Why? Because population, the rate of population growth is high. And if I explain further, I can say that mortality rate might be low, and birth rate is high. That one will create what? Will create population pressure because land is the same, which is the area is the same, and population is increasing, but is increasing at a certain level. So, due to population pressure, will make land become expensive as time goes by. So it's not that land appreciates. It's only that we tend to scramble for the available land. Now, if you maybe refer to your maybe where your rural area, or maybe where you came from, or from your place or your regional area, you will understand that usually the ancestral land usually pass for free, just like God gave Adam for free. But if you need more land, for example, you can say that you were given land, but now the population has increased. Do you understand? You have many children that are dependent on this land, so the land is not enough. You will approach your neighbor that I need extra land. At that time, you will have to pay a price to get that title. So the seller will have to value the land, and for this seller to determine or arrive at the right price, they will look at your desperate level. How desperate are you to acquire this land? So that one will inform the price. And other factors that they will also check on is the location. What is the location of this land? What is the accessibility of this land? What are the social amenities around this land? What are the also economic activity taking place around this land? So if all the questions that I've asked are existing, you will find that the value of land will be given more. The seller will expect more from you. So that is the reason why you find that the value of land keep on growing. Keep on increasing. If you spend, maybe you bought a land at 3.2 million. Next time you want to sell that land, you won't sell it at the same price. You will take the price that you bought it as the cost of production, if I may say so. But that actually is not the cost. It is just undervaluing, and even the price that you will actually sell that land is not the actual price, because actually no price that anyone can set, we can say that price is high. Given, let's say, in the next 1 century, the price of the land maybe you bought, that maybe the value that you felt that is so high will be a little. So based on that scenario, I can say that is the main reason why land is usually underpriced, and there is no single period or day you will say that now I've given this land accurate price. And also apply to other natural resources like air. Until then, you be in a position of not able to breathe normally, is when you know that oxygen is very expensive. Also, apply to other natural resources. So when something, these natural resources, actually, we cannot give them accurate price. Do you understand? And that's why even human being cannot be sold, because we cannot know the value of human being. Do you understand? Yes, even any part of your body you cannot sell, because you don't know the price. The only person who knows the price is the creator, is the manufacturer. So we can only accurately price things that we can create. Do you understand? Yes. That's all. Or maybe you have something else?
Okay.
Yes.
And are there any disadvantages of investing in land?
Okay, disadvantages of investing on land are just few. Maybe one main one I can say is land is illiquid. Like you might, if you want to sell land now, or you have an emergency, you can't really sell land. It takes time for you to liquidate land, because there are processes that have to be followed for a land to be actually sold. So land, one of the disadvantages is liquid assets. So you can't really, the process of selling land takes time. Another one, you can say that land, usually there are fraudsters in the land market. So if you are not careful enough, you can sink a lot of money, then it turn out to be a fraudulent transaction. So at that case, you will do what? You will be at a loss. So many people, you've heard of so many land frauds, yes, which has taken place and have left so many people desperately affected. Yes, so those are the main reason I can say as the disadvantages of what? Of land.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks for that.
Okay.
And what can you advise someone who is anticipating to buy a piece of land, and also that someone who is anticipating to sell?
Okay. I can. Let me start with the person who is anticipating to buy land. Buy land, because when you buy land, like I've said, even if that person sell that land at a high a price that to you can see that it's high, that price is not actually high, because no human being knows the actual price of a land. You understand? Because we don't know the production. We don't know the production cost of land, because it was created by God. So you just buy land. When you will be in need of selling that land, I am very sure that what will happen, you will get a good return. So buying land is good. And I should add this: don't sell a land that you did not buy. Like ancestral land, don't sell a land that you did not buy. If you're given a land by your father, don't sell that land, because you did not buy. You don't know the value of that land. But if you bought that land, I can excuse you. You can sell. To that person who want to sell a land, like I've just explained, don't sell a land that you did not buy. Okay, there are these companies that are dealing in they buy a parcel of land, then maybe they leave after some time, then they will resell after maybe some changes have taken place around the land. Maybe that location around that place, there are some economic activities that have started taking place, or they have there's some development that have taken place around, so makes them to sell that land at a good price. Then also I can say that there is the companies that are doing what we call commercial. They are commercializing real estate. So they buy a land, then after buy a land, they develop. After developing, they sell. For business purposes, it's okay. But as an individual who is not really into business, don't sell a land if it is a land that you are given by your father or your somebody who is okay. Ancestral land, don't sell. So that's what I can say about that.
Okay.
Yes.
That was an eye-opening session.
Yes.
And thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.